Hey guys, Wandering Shell here, and this is going to be the last one for the Days of Future Past, and it is the Sentinels. These guys are the biggest models I ever painted, and this is just painting one of them, and it took me this long. This is actually my longest video, and I had to cut a lot when I was painting this guy. I only recorded painting one. Ronan Will, husband, he painted the other two. Yeah. And it is me painting and checking, making sure all those Sentinels kind of match. Find out later on, they don't match. It was such a headache trying to match these guys because he painted one ahead of time just to see what it would look like. And then while I was painting this one, he was painting the other. Yeah, we could not match the same colors he did. So, for you guys, do it all at the same time. It's going to take you forever, yes. Do it all at the same time. Because these guys have very specific colors. And what we had to do is we had to combine a lot of different colors to make that specific color. Reality, you could probably do it on just a regular paint and just be done with it. But we wanted to go a little above because these guys are supposed to be robotic, so metal. And so we tried to combine the blue color with the metal. But because of that, it made it too gray looking, so we had to add some lighter blue instead of darker blue. It was a mess. And these guys take forever. And so much paint. Holy cow. So this is actually going to be the longest video of 24 minutes. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the craziness because these guys were hard. It took me so long to finish him, and especially towards like his torso area, there's so many little pieces, and the way he's positioned, it was ridiculous. So what I like to try to do for a lot of my models is start with one color, just one specific color, do all of that specific color, because I can always go back and edit it later. Also, what I'm trying to do at the same time of doing this model is following what the other models look like. Because again, Ronan Will, he already painted one of the models, so we're trying to use that one specific as a reference. Easier said than done, because I messed up a few times of what needs to go where. Thanks to Army Painter paints, they're easy to go over each other without losing that color, which is nice. So, always look at your reference before you start painting. And this guy, I usually, for my models, I have this tiny little holder for them so I don't actually touch the wet paint. They can't fit on that. So, wet paint everywhere. I was so mad because of it. I was so mad about the wet paint. I think I still actually have wet paint on me, or paint on me. It's crazy how much there was. Because I didn't know where to hold. There's not many places, because soon I'm going to paint to the ground. All of it's ground. It's crazy. But nonetheless, for the blue, I did do crazy mixture of goddess silver, crystal blue, and electric blue. Electric blue is more, I guess, more vibrant than crystal blue. So if you need to mix color and need it to be a specific lighter color, go with the electric blue. That is very brightly colored compared to the crystal blue. And also, video does not give us justice. He was blue. Like, don't get me wrong, he's blue. But with the lighting and with the camera, it wasn't really that bad. When you go towards the end for the reveal, you'll see him a little different. It's because of the tones and highlights. But for his base coat, he is mostly blue and red. And some silver in between there. You'll see. Any minute now. Alright, finally, we're up to the red-ish color. Purple? Red? Purple? I don't know what this is. Honestly, neither did he. It was like a reddish purple to us. So this one is red mixed with the goddess silver, because again, we were trying to make it look more metallic. It's kind of hard to see it in the camera, but that's what we tried to mix with. And this little bugger was so hard to paint around because of how he's positioned. That's what I hate about models like this. And I hate taking them apart because I won't be able to put it back together. So, again, it looks like I'm just rough going is sort of what I'm doing. Because later on I can take a smaller brush and kind of go over the parts that I kind of also parts where my giant fingers decided to smear. So mad about this. He really was the biggest model I painted. I feel like Hulk and the Thing was big. Oh no, my friends. This guy is humongous. He's like 3 of them. Three worth. Ooh, too much. And it doesn't help that there's 3 of these guys. 3! And they pretty much had to be all the same. Yes, their numbers is 1, 2, and 3, but we wanted to try to keep them the same because in the comics and in the shows and stuff, they were all the same. It doesn't matter which number they were. But unfortunately, they came out all different. Oops. So this is me trying to get all the red the best I can, because there's so many spots where I thought red's supposed to be, but blue is supposed to be there, but if red is not there, but silver is. I just didn't know where to go. Silver, and it's like all the little nook and crannies of like where all the joints are and stuff. That's where they're located. Great, easy to get to. It's all good. Sorry guys about this taking so long to get here. It's because of these guys are so gigantic. That's why I'm late about the videos. Because these guys took forever. That and I was busy. His butt silver. In the end, his butt is actually blue. Oops. Didn't realize it. You can kind of see all the smear I did because I'm trying to hold him. And it was a pain because he's so big. He's ridiculously big. The sides are easy, but when you try to get in between, guys ever do the Marvel United Days of Future Past and you have the Sentinels, have some time, like 2 days worth. That's what it felt like. This took so long, and I needed help to finish them. So if you're doing this on your own, make this into a day's worth. So after I got all that blue, silver, and red, his face is like a skin tone, so it may look yellow in here, but according to the bottle, it's elfish skin. It's a lighter color versus some of the other skin tones. So it may look yellow on the screen, but it's like a tan in real life. Then, for his base, ready for this, guys? I just mixed I just mixed black and white to make this gray for the rocks. Yep, that's all I did. Very original. But, again, I didn't want his base to be the center of attention because he is humongous, colossal, gigantic. I don't know how many words I can say, he's big. So, nice and simple, and then during the highlight phase, I did dry brush the ground white to get that highlight and stone texture pop a little bit more. And for his base, each of the Sentinels have a number attached to them. I did not realize that 3 was bronze when he painted it, because if that was the case, I would have painted that one silver. So, and then the number 1 that he was doing would have been gold. It would have worked out, but didn't realize it, so it was too late. Aha. Anyway, so now, I skipped the part where I did the tone, because all I did was I took basically all my soft tone and poured it on him. He took so much soft tone, and I had to do it for the other Sentinel too, so both of them took most of my soft tone bottle, and I'm basically going over it again. So what I'm doing is any part that's raised, that's not in a crevice or anything like that, it's getting another paint job. So it doesn't look so roady, and because of where the pooled, it's not where it's supposed to pool. It's supposed to pool inside the crevices, not on just a plain surface. So I had to go back and fix that. And that was a lot of basically repainting him. A lot of repainting him. And what's nice is I have on the side a palette where it's like a wet palette from Army of Hater, and any of the paints that I put on there will still stay wet. And so, for example, when I'm doing my tones, and I have to let this guy dry for a very long time actually, it will keep the paint from drying out, which is lovely for especially these situations where the tone takes a while. And oh boy, I definitely need new brushes. I can see that flaring out. Oof. So I'm literally going over any part that's raised and basically repainting it, so it doesn't look that grimy. Kind of give him like a fresh coat of paint if you think about it. If you want, you can leave it as is and make it kind of like he's been in battle. That's perfectly great. But I like the Sentinel nice and clean looking, like he just came out and he's ready for battle. Not already in the battle, if you know what I mean. So, me going over every little spot, over and over, making sure I got it. Any part that is raised and not in a crevice is getting a new paint. And it's so interesting to see going from one paint to another, of how much it changed the look and feel of the model. Like, he looked grody and grimy when he just had the tone on. Now that he's getting kind of a fresh coat of paint, he looks so fresh and clean and new. It's crazy. Again, if you guys want, you can just leave it here at the tone. You don't even have to go over it again. You can even add using silver, like with a thin brush, and kind of give him some battle scars and scratches, especially if like from against Wolverine or something. That'd be really cool to do like a 3-line slash somewhere on him to make it look like Wolverine did some damage on him. So this is the part where I just literally got a brush, took most of the paint off of it, and just gently went over it. And that's dry brushing. It's just basically going over anything that's raised, getting a paint. And I wanted to keep this as nice and simple, so I really didn't do much fanciness with this part of the painting, other than the dry brush. Making sure I got every place that has a raised surface on this ground to make sure that it got covered. And I did go over the little plaque for his number too, but that's later. I did go back and add a little bit more pinkish color to give it a little bit more highlight, especially at the top, because the light's coming down directly from above. So I try to make anything that's hitting a light directly from above is getting hit. So if you ever have an idea of which way the sun should be hitting these guys, keep it like that. Don't put it all highlight everywhere. It won't work. It's not going to look nice, if you know what I mean. So any place that has a little bit of a raised spot, give it a quick lighter highlight. Especially that arm. And then I did mix a little bit here to make a lighter blue to, again, any spot that is higher, the light is hitting more. I gave that a little extra lights. It even helps make shadows a little darker and highlights lighter. So it's a nice little mixture gradient between the multiple angles. Going through all the little spots that are raised. And I did go over the silver again, just to give it a little extra light. And if I got any paint over it. Find all the spots that does have kind of like a highlighter look to it. Only certain spots. My paint's a little not cartoony, but cartoony compared to him. He makes it very almost realistic. I kind of just make it very fun and cartoony and light. He makes it a little dark. And you can see the difference when we get to the reveal of all 3 of the Sentinels. You can see who made what. So this was the worst part of trying to mix colors, trying to make it a little lighter and a little lighter over and over. I didn't want to waste paint. A little too much in there, so I just took a dry brush and gave it a quick paint, dry brushing to get like the corner pieces a little bit more highlight. Like right back there, try to give it a little extra. Make it a little shiny. That's basically what I'm trying to do, is make it a little shiny, especially in the corner pieces of it where it would be shiny. It makes it a rivets. Apparently he has like little rivets at certain spots. So I had to go over that and try to find all the little spots that has that. He has a lot more than I thought. Literally, I just got a thin brush and spoke right where they're supposed to go. Making sure for you guys you can actually see a little bit nicer and more up close on everything. So now I started to do the fire part, or like his arm, hands, blasters. Make him look a little fiery, like he's like heating it up type of thing. Give it a bit of a gradient, so what fire, so it's red, orange, and yellow. And a little bit of that highlight in there. Of that yellow is the highlight. You can always add a little bit of white to make it even like glossy. We're almost in the home stretch. We've got a few more minutes. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And wait until the reveals. We're almost there. Literally got 2 more minutes before the reveal. Woo! And this is me literally going over all the silver, especially the spots where I messed up and put a little extra color that I shouldn't have. But this is only the parts that are raised. That's where I painted. Shake the camera. There's a lot of spots where you really can't see, but in my angle, oh, there we go, as you saw. There it is. He was a lot of work. He really was. Actually, all 3, but I'm so glad that my husband did it, so I didn't have to. Whew. A little bit of white to make the highlight almost for the silver. But other than that, that's pretty much a wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next one. And the next one is gonna be first class. We're going backwards or forwards, I don't know. But see you guys next time. Later.